All right, equity team.
Hello, we are the equity team. Our team consists of Sonia, Malia, Jalen, Rhett, Stephanie, and I. Our mission was students need a way to interact with virtual learning equitably so that learning experiences can be improved for all. We have brainstormed multiple ideas on many different Padlets regarding the issues, root causes, and solutions to some problems we found. Major categories that these problems were grouped into are work completion, technical support, help and connections, and students with special needs. Work completion. Some issues in work completion are students may not complete their work, and they may turn in incomplete submissions, and their grades may fall. Some root causes for these issues are that students missed the Zoom class and they couldn't listen to the instructions and understand what they were supposed to do. They may need help but don't know who to ask. They might be unable to time manage and they don't have the required tools or materials to complete the assignment effectively. Some solutions to these root causes are teachers can record their Zoom classes and include a transcript. They can provide practice guides and checklists for time management, and a drive-through or a pickup for school materials can be held, and office hours can be offered if extra help is needed. Technical support. Some issues: students are not attending classes, students may not be participating in the classes, they're not turning in their work or projects, and they're not focused on their work. Reasons why these issues might occur are there's not enough access to Wi-Fi, there's not enough materials, they don't have the proper tools like a computer, headphones, etc. to join a virtual conference, and they have too much background noise in their home to unmute and participate in a class discussion. Therefore, we can provide a place with Wi-Fi or a free personal hotspot to those who need it. We can provide packages of materials and supplies for students at a drive-through or a pickup, and the Zoom chat can be enabled so students with background noise can answer the question in the Zoom chat instead of unmuting. Help and connections. Some issues: students may not engage during class and or learning, they may not collaborate with their other peers, and they may not communicate with the LED if they need help. Some root causes for these problems are the student might not know the LEDs or others and are not feeling comfortable to ask them in a large forum. They don't know who to ask for help, and they're worried that others might judge them if they ask a question. Solutions are kind of like the connection team said. You can have student checkup time with other students. You can have access to school emails so that the student can email the teacher if they have any questions. And the private chat setting from students to teachers can be enabled in every call so the student can ask the teacher and not have it broadcasted to the entire group. And more office hours and breakout sessions can be held if they need extra help. Students with special needs. Some issues are students may not be focused in their work, and students may not have the extra help that they need. Root causes: students may not have extra help in a Zoom setting, and especially those kids who have working parents, they may not have extra help in their homework. And since everything is virtual and online now, students might not be able to focus as easily during their Zoom classes. Online counselor sessions can be provided to students who need it. Fun icebreaker activities to get to know each other better can be held at the beginning of each meeting, and counselors can be invited to Zoom sessions that the student is attending when needed. We are still brainstorming ideas and issues and root causes for all 4 categories. What we request from the D39C staff is that teachers can record their Zoom classes and include a transcript, can provide practice guides or checklists for easier time management, provide office hour or breakout room Zoom calls with other students or LEDs. They can provide a place with Wi-Fi or free personal hotspot, can provide packages of materials or supplies at a drive-through or pickup, and enable the Zoom chat for students who have background noise. Additionally, you can have access to school emails, and the private chat setting can also be enabled. And online counselor sessions can be given to students who need it. Fun icebreaker activities can be held, and counselors can be invited to Zoom sessions a student is attending. Our next steps are to continue brainstorming ideas, follow up with the LEDs and other D39 staff members as to how to implement our request, incorporate the other teams' ideas like connections, screen time, and superpower purpose, and solutions to create a prototype. We can test our prototypes at the beginning of the school year, improve based on feed forward, test these improved solutions, and publish our ideas. Any questions or comments?
Thanks so much, Risha. Do you want to stop screen sharing? Wonderful. So any warm feed forward and ideas to consider?
I'll start us off again because I'm gonna have to head out in about 3 minutes here. So before I share that, I just gotta say, kudos to all of you. I mean, these are the things you guys are doing are the things that adults would be doing, at Intuit and Google and those types of things. So it's just amazing that you guys are able to come together, plan these things, and hopefully it's, you can also initiate some of these things with our peers in virtual learning because you guys just rock. So hopefully that we can kind of continue this collaboration in the future. I think that would be important for us to do. Specific to that presentation, obviously it just screamed empathy. You guys were able to put yourselves into other students and teachers' shoes, which is a really hard thing to do. And I think one of my favorite things about your plan here is that it's actionable, right? You actually provide solutions that, when teachers are trying to plan for what's going to be happening, sometimes, it's important for us to just say, like, from students, like, hey, this is a solution that we can try. And of course, as teachers, we want to make sure we can do those. So love that it's actionable. Again, with this empathy piece, make sure we're including our students with special needs is super critical. And I love that you actually thought of other resources that we could use to help problem solve, like initiating counselors and how we can bring them in to kind of help students as well. So I appreciate that feedback because I wrote it down and I think they're all really amazing ideas. So awesome job.